Hello, bowling fans, and welcome to Royal Pin Expo here in Indianapolis, Indiana for the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. Hello, everyone. I'm Scott Gilmore. Joining me is PBA Hall of Famer, Indiana bowling legend Mike Albee. And today, it's all about the girls. It's the team title for the girls, and it should be an exciting day.
Yeah, we got some great teams in here. Snyder's coming from a long way back on the last game, but they've been strong all year, and the other teams are well coached and great players as well.
Evansville North, your number one seed. So our semifinal match, the winner of that will take on the number one seed. But Baker format today, all 5 bowlers, very important.
They really are. I mean, if you're the leadoff bowler, you bowl the 1 and 6. If you're the second and 7th, 3rd and 8th, you know, it's 4th and 9th, and I'm almost forgotten what I was doing there. But but if you're the 5th bowler, you're the anchor. So the number 1 bowler and the anchor bowler are your 2 keys.
Well, obviously, a long season culminating right here in the state championship. The winner is going to walk away extremely happy in that trophy.
Yes, they surely are, and the one who wins deserves it because it's a long road to here between the sectionals, semi-states, regionals, and now you're here to the final 3. So it's a long road to go.
Well, we're going to take a break here so we can have match number 1. We hope you enjoy watching today's Indiana High School Bowling State Championships on the girls' side. Team title up for grabs. We'll be back right after this.
All right, welcome back. And I'm here with the 2 coaches on the upcoming match, our 2nd seed and the 3rd seed. We're ready to see how they go. But to get here, they had to bowl a match beforehand, would be Coach Bowerly with Roncalli. Coach Bowerly, what did you tell the team when you won, but to come over here, something a little bit different when you're on a live stream than what you've bowled this morning?
I just told them to stay confident, stay doing what you're doing. They've been throwing the ball well all week, all season really, and just execute, make good shots, and see what happens.
Yeah, we've been following all season. I know they've been pretty consistent, so today was no different, right?
Yeah, correct. They bowled great. Missed a few easy spares. It's going to happen, but hopefully we can make our spares stay clean and get the win.
John, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and with Coach Peak from Snyder, and we've been hearing about Snyder all season. Strong team. I think 248 the last game to jump in there from a ways back. So, but it's a little bit different going over here when you're got some lights on and the live stream. Absolutely. And any different talk to the kids?
It was just as simple as you guys made it to state. Enjoy the moment. We're going up a great competitors here. I mean, top 8 in the state, and for them, it's enjoy every single shot. Short memory on everything we do. Don't get down ourselves. We miss those spares, and then let's ride the highs when we get those strikes in a row, and we'll see what happens.
Great job coaching all year. Good luck this next one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go take a break, and we'll be back with that semifinal match here in the girls' state Indiana State Championships.
Welcome back here on Savage Bowling TV for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals, girls' side of the team competition. Special guest in the booth, Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee, and now PWBA Rookie of the Year, Crystal Elliott. And thanks for joining us this morning here as you threw out the ceremonial first ball this morning, right?
I did. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're excited to have you here. And Palm Bay, Florida, we were told. You told us you were from. I'm sure you're loving this beautiful Indiana weather out here right now.
Sure. It's a little cold for my liking, but you just have to deal with it.
Okay, everybody's wanting to know what happened in that first shot and what was the result.
Gosh, it was 8 a.m. and no practice, and I thought I threw it in the gutter, but I actually rang a 10. So,
hey. Luckily, the outside's hooked, right?
Oh, thank goodness. That would have been embarrassing.
Right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by here. Give us your perception of what you think of this event, all the people and all the players. It's got to be fun for you to come over here and do this.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Like, it brings me back to my high school days. Now, this high school state championship is a lot different, so I hear that you guys have, like, regionals and semi-state and stuff. Like, we don't have that. Like, we have, like, districts, and then you have so we had Cape Coast Conference. And so, like, that was just, like, I guess our regionals. But, yeah, we didn't have, like, all the different qualifications that all these kids have to go through to be able to make it here.
Yeah, it's a culmination of a long season for these players. But, you know, the reward is what you see right here as we're about to watch Roncalli and Snyder take on one another for the right to bowl Evansville North in the championship match. Now, Crystal, you bowled collegiately, right?
I did, yes.
I know you bowled a lot of Baker games in your collegiate career. In this, to me, always I felt like was the best part of team bowling right here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. just because you can lean into your teammates. And I know I had talked to actually a few girls that are out there, and I was like, I mean, if you lean into one another, you forget everything that's behind you. And so it's just a normal match of you just bowling against your competitor. And so I think of it as you should be really nervous on it. My favorite quote is "Pressure is a privilege" from Billie Jean King, and so that was something I told a lot of these girls to remember today, that they have the opportunity to be in this spotlight right now. So
Now you're getting ready to prepare yourself for an upcoming PWBA season. What are your goals, and what have you placed for yourself, and what are you striving to do this season?
I think ultimately, I mean, last season I had a great season. It's really hard because I just went 11 for 11 cashes out on the PWBA. And so I'm like, okay, like, let's make realistic goals here. So I really haven't gone over what I want to accomplish, besides I want to get a little bit further in a stepladder, potentially win a title, but those come when they come. And so it's just one of those things, like, you can't pressure it, but then I don't want to also put any expectations on the season. I just want to go in with a clean slate and say, this is what I'm going to do this season.
Yeah. Well, and I know when you're out there bowling for somewhat of a living, right, it's always a little bit of pressure, and but you had to be so thrilled with your season last year being Rookie of the Year.
Oh, absolutely. Just the experience that you get out there, being with all those girls, is just an environment that you just want to always be in. And so it's definitely been weird since being home, and I'm like, gosh, like, I can't go and just bowl a national tournament anymore. Like, I got to go bowl, like, local tournaments and stuff. And I'm like, this is weird because I don't see these people all the time. And now being home in college, I got to find all these tournaments again.
Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us here in the semifinal round of the Girls Championship. Feel free to chime in with all of your expertise here. Mike and I could use the help, right?
Oh, definitely. Never hurts.
All right, we just got lineups for Snyder. We're going to announce those. Leading off will be Lily Gonzalez. Bowling second will be Lacey Butler. Bowling third, Olivia Peak. Bowling fourth will be Corby Smock. And anchoring will be Tori Peak. And I'm assuming you spoke with Coach Peak. Yeah, I'm guessing, father-daughters here.
It certainly seems that way.
Well, they have a fairly young team. Tori Peak, a senior, along with Lily Gonzalez, but everybody else coming back from this team, and that's always an important thing, too, as you're trying to build some momentum and some continuity, as they say.
Well, and Snyder's one that we've heard about for a couple months now, of being strong from the north, and it's really no surprise to see him here, but the big 248 game at the end to jump several teams to get in there.
Yeah, 10-0 in conference, 40-0 for the seniors. That's impressive.
Yeah, that'll send a resume out real fast.
Yeah, we'll get the lineups here for Roncalli from Coach John and Nikki Bowerly. And Mike, we know them quite well, and John's had his team really prepared for the entire season, and obviously this is a chance for them to showcase that as well.
Yeah, John's a strong player in himself for many years, and a PBA member for many years, a regional titleist, and so he's got a great record and knows what it takes.
All right. Mr. Kelly our MC will announce things off here.
Number 3 seed, Roncalli.
I didn't see it here.
Number 2 seed, Snyder.
A lot of Snyder fans here.
Final match.
All right, your lineups here for Roncalli. Leading off will be Allie Luna Sano. Second will be Lauren Chandler. Third will be Alyssa Nybert. Fourth will be Sarah Hoffman, and anchoring will be Allison Holden. And Roncalli 9-1 in their conference this season. Sectionals, they finished second. Regionals, third. Semi-state, second. So they've had a solid year, but Snyder, no slouch. First in sectionals, third in regionals, and first in semi-state. So on paper, this could be a slugfest, Mike. and let's just see these girls perform. And Crystal, as your experience with Bakers, when you're leading off here, what are you trying to accomplish here for the rest of your team?
Ultimately, you're just trying to give that first line so everyone can see how the lane is going to react. And so I normally try and put I would normally put like the most consistent bowler in there just because you know that they're going to hit relatively the same area, the same mark throughout the game. And so if you start to see the lane transition, that first bowler is going to be your person that you're like, okay, I need to move everyone else in the lineup so we don't get stuck behind the move.
All right, Lily Gonzalez with a 310. However, Ali Luna Asano not starting off the way she wanted. Gutter ball in the first, but comes back and gets 9 on her fill.
See, in these situations, I'm always like, are they nervous? Like, just because I remember when I was their age, and I would have been very nervous in this situation, but it just comes down to one of those things of who can calm their nerves down the quickest.
Yeah, Lacey Butler now will bowl second for Snyder, but first off will be Lauren Candler here for Roncalli. And the 3-6-10 here for Roncalli, and they are fairly young too as well. Alia Luna Asano and Natalie Grounds are the only seniors, so Coach Bowerly returns a lot of these kids next season. So look for Roncalli maybe to be back here next year in the state championships.
Yeah, they were pretty consistent most of the season from what we got from John and Coach Bowerly.
Ooh, open frame there for Roncalli. Now Snyder looking to convert the 1-2-4. That needs to slow down in both teams. And as you might have mentioned, Crystal, maybe some nerves kind of here showing up, right?
Just a little bit. I mean, it's just one of those things that I'm a person that I have to get like the first couple of shots out, because most tournaments I go in and I'm nervous, and it doesn't mean that I'm scared to bowl. It just means like, okay, like this is important to me. So anyone I talk to, I say nerves are important. So if you have them, it's a good sign.
All right, Alyssa Nybert there with a little high coming in, leaving just the 4-pin, a makeable spare now for Roncalli. Bowling third here for Snyder is Olivia Peak. Oh, great shot.
Yeah,
Solid 10. Important now, really, for both of these players. Get a mark. Maybe calm everybody down here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Roncalli can do it here on the 4-pin. Nice. Sometimes you just got to, the adrenaline is going so much, you just got to get kind of acclimated to the surroundings.
Absolutely.
Now the 10-pin conversion here for Snyder. Ooh. Just missing there for Olivia Peak. Now stepping up for Roncalli, Sarah Hoffman. The junior for Roncalli comes in light, leaving the 1-2-10 washout. Check that, the 1-2-8-10. Didn't see the sleeper back there. Now Snyder stepping up. Oh, my goodness.
Shot.
Great shot there from Corby Smock.
Oh, she does it really well.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Great try. Great try. Boy, you just don't need bad breaks along with some of the breaks you're getting, right? I mean, just
Right.
it's a matter of just settling down and take it one shot at a time.
Oh, absolutely.
Corby only a sophomore here for Snyder. Snyder, a very young team.
And they had told me that they previously placed 8th, and then last year they placed 4th, and so this year they're in the final 3.
Yeah, they might be a staple for a while with that kind of experience they're getting.
Now the senior for Snyder picks up the 7-pin spare. Now we got a mark in the 4th frame. Now stepping up for Roncalli, the anchor, Allison.
Gorgeous
Hogan.
shot, yeah,
Wow.
beautiful.
Only
Perfect.
a junior here for Roncalli.
That was perfect. Online.
Yeah, looked nice and smooth.
Now back to the top of the lineup here. Coming in light, leaving just the 7-pin here. Lucky there, the 5-pin fell late.
Well, it's kind of where we'd expect the better shots here. Maybe the 4th and 5th players might have a little bit better look and a little more confidence.
It's always nerve-wracking being in that position because you're already in the middle of the game, so you don't want to mess anything up, especially in the middle. But then, especially when it gets closer to that 9th and 10th frame.
Set it up and finish it out, right?
Right.
Good spare there from Tori Peak, the anchor bowler, the only senior on Snyder. Now, top of the order here for Roncalli. Can Ali Luna Asano, can she rebound from her gutter in the first shot? And she does here. That comes in light.
Wow.
Ooh, just the 10 pin.
Great shot at a double there.
Close match here, just 4 pins separating both teams right here early. Oh.
Don't have to worry about shooting spares with a shot like that.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Lead off Ali Gonzalez there. Or excuse me, Lily. She's the only other senior on this roster for Snyder. Only 2 seniors for the team from Fort Wayne.
I mean, that's always great to have in the future.
Yeah.
Have that veteran kind of experience, especially with how well they've done in the past couple of years. Like, that should be comforting to those kids that are coming in next year.
Now Lauren Candler for Roncalli working on an open frame in the 6th. Looks like she might be getting some instruction from Coach Bowerly, and now going to step up. Well, this, bowling on TV and all this is it's new for a lot of
It's a different
kids,
pace.
right?
Yeah, it's a different pace.
Knowing when maybe it's your turn or not, it's always challenging. Comes in a little high, leaving the 3-6. Lauren, only a junior. Now 7th frame for Snyder, working on a strike. Lacey Butler comes in high. Ooh. The 4, 7, 9, 10. You know how hard it is to leave 3 of the back row?
Very.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Not easy.
No.
This is a makeable split, though.
It's a tough one, too, because on a strike, so shooting for the count, shooting for the spare. It's early. What do you do?
Oh, I want to see her make it. That'd be freaking cool.
You need to cut the 4 pin over, and it'll take out the 9-10. Now, there's a mark for Roncalli. Nice spare for Lauren.
She knew it off her hand.
That's got a chance.
Ooh.
Oh, that had a great chance. All right, open frame for Snyder, 89 in the 7th. This is a very tight match right here. A strike here in the 8th frame will tie this match up. Alyssa Nybert, and she does. Oh.
Big smile on that one.
See a lot of red back here behind for Roncalli. And the Snyder fans are loud too. Here we go, 8th frame for Snyder. Light mixer, stubborn 7.
Good shot. Thought that was in the right part of the lane and everything there. Checked all the boxes, but getting the 7 out, right?
Sometimes just bad pin carry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but that's the way of our game. We just have to take it and run, learn from it.
All right, big spare here for Snyder. 8th frame, game number 1, 2-game total pin match. Ooh, open frame. Now, your number 4 player, Sarah Hoffman for Roncalli. Junior for her team, comes in a little high and
almost 9.
6-10.
You don't want to separate those two too far there.
No.
Corby Smock here on her last shot threw a really great shot, left a stubborn 7-pin herself. Great shot, and again the 7-pin. Come on.
Snyder just not getting their breaks there. Throw some good shots.
And a good spare for Roncalli. Yeah, that's 3 7-pins for right-handers for the girls from Fort Wayne Snyder.
Wow. So do you make a move off that? Would you move?
I'm keeping the pocket in play, Mike. What are you doing?
I'm moving.
You
A little bit anyway. I got to change my angle a little bit.
That's
I would be moving
That's
too,
what a Hall of Famer thinks, right?
Well, I'm glad I think like him.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to take the chance at it. I don't want to wait too long.
Right.
All right, spare here for Corby, and
Good
she
job.
makes it. Here we go.
Especially in only 2 Baker games. I mean, there's just not a lot of time. So
Right.
if you're making good shots, you've got to make those moves.
And we made, and we said earlier too, you only get 2 shots per game.
Yeah.
So you're right. You got to do things quickly. Anchor bowler for Roncalli. Trip to 7.
Forward.
There you go.
Forward. It fell.
129 in the 9th for Roncalli. Allison Holden there now. Tori Peak here for Snyder. Comes in just a little heavy, leaving the 6'10".
Looks like she rolled it pretty well. Just wanted to break loose a little early there.
Early lead for Roncalli. Comes in light. 2-4-5-7 for Allison Holden here.
On that strike, though, so she saved her count.
A lot of juniors here on the Roncalli team for the Bowerleys. And an open frame as Tori chops the 6 right off the 10. Final score of 125.
Wow. This pattern does not look very easy. I mean, I'm looking at it on the table, and I'm thinking, how would I play this, honestly? And for my one practice shot this morning, I don't know quite yet. I think I need 10 minutes of practice.
Can't hurt, right?
No.
Right. That wraps up game number 1. Your final score of game number 1, 146 for Roncalli, 125 for Snyder. We'll come back with game number 2 of semifinal match on the girls' side right after this short timeout. All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee, and PWBA Rookie of the Year, Crystal Elliott from Florida, who's spending her weekend here in nice, blustery.
Beautiful out there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Almost snowy Indiana.
She's probably like, if you're a polar bear or a penguin, you like this, right? Yeah. But we just saw game number 1, and really, again, it's been a battle of who can mark the most, right?
Yep.
And Roncalli leading 146 to 125. If you're Snyder, what do you got to do?
I think if you're Snyder, you got to play smart here. Ultimately, you got to make sure that your girls are going to start repeating their shots maybe a little bit better, but ultimately just keeping control of the pocket.
Mike, if you're Roncalli, you're up in the lead. What is John telling his girls?
Well, those makeable spares, you just got to make sure you can get to them and force Snyder into having to throw some strikes to catch back up. But, spares are big no matter which way you go.
Brooklyn strike, right there you go.
And that, you'll take those all day.
Absolutely.
Take them all day.
Boy, and
Cheers.
Lily Gonzalez here with a washout. Important frame here, starting right out of the gate for Snyder. She's going to miss the spare. So now a little more pressure on the girls from Fort Wayne.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to be tough if Roncalli continues to fill frames.
Winner will take on Evansville North here in the championship match. Bowler number 2 here for Snyder. This is Lacey Butler. Comes in light, 1-2-4. Important for Lacey here, though. You miss a head pin right, but you got to make this spare for Snyder.
Right.
A lot of pressure on Snyder. I mean, they've had such a great season all year. And it's one of those expectations are huge when you step on the lane. So, it's really hard not to put pressure on yourself.
Lauren Candler here with her first shot crossing over, leaving just the 3-pin. A good break there for Roncalli. Now, important shot here for Lacey.
Looks good.
And she makes it.
And that'll work the next time around, so, right? Keep in the same spot when you come back and shoot the next one.
I was going to say, that's a spare she should be working on every day.
Yeah.
With the head pin there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, bowler number 3 here for Roncalli. That'll be Alyssa Nybert. Or excuse me, this is still Lauren Candler picking up the spare, but Alyssa Nybert will be up next for Roncalli. But important shot here for Snyder in frame number 3, already down 21, and this is Olivia Peak. Remember in that first game, too, Snyder couldn't get any breaks with the 7-pin.
Yeah.
If those 7 pins fall on those pocket hits, who knows where we're at in this game. Working on a spare here, 3rd frame. Great shot.
Nice.
She stood up like she liked it. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, body language tells a lot.
And Crystal, how important is it when you come off that approach after a great shot? It really fires up your teammates, right?
Oh, absolutely. I know that at Jacksonville State, we did the high yaws, but like we always had a competition about like who can get high yaw queen, which DOB chose. But it always just made it fun because like there were girls that really got into it and they really just brought the energy.
Is that as much for your own team as it is for the other team?
Oh,
Are you sending messages, right?
So
Either it's to your team or
truthfully, I've actually been on the other hand of being a part or not being a part of the high odds. But when you have like those teams that are just on a roll and it's a whole energy shift, you're like, okay, like how am I going to beat them? And then you start overthinking it, and you're not like as a team, you're just
takes you out of your
right.
element,
And
yeah.
so when you're comfortable and you're with your girls and you're leaning in with one another, like you're just there and you're having fun, and ultimately like that's what you want to do, like. And so the question is like, does good energy breed good shot making, and vice versa? Which one does which?
Here comes Snyder. Corby Smock with the double here in the 4th frame, right after Roncalli's open in the 3rd. Seeing a little bit of a momentum change here, and can Snyder keep it going? Now they're getting into their anchor player too, Tori Peak, the senior for Snyder. But first, Roncalli looking to make the spare. Sarah Hoffman here on the 10-pin.
Good job.
And she makes it. Huge spare there. Now, can Snyder keep up the momentum here that they built here in frames 3 and 4?
And see, like this could potentially be the momentum switch that they needed.
Here we go. 5th frame. Looks like a little high. Oh, fortunate to break up the split there. 7 falls late, just the 6-10. And now the anchor bowler for Roncalli, Allison Holden. Comes in light. Ooh, pin come off the wall. Took out the 4-pin, but the 1-2 stands for Roncalli. Important guys right here for Roncalli just to keep filling frames, forcing Snyder to throw more strikes.
And spares.
Yeah. She was like, I'm not chopping this time, right? Peak makes the 6-10. Yeah, absolutely. All right, marks in the 5th. Here we go. 10-pin lead in the game for Snyder, but they're down 21 after 1, so only an 11-pin game here for the match.
Oh, these are always the best.
Now, back half of the game here, pressure is on all these players who can kind of push down the adrenaline rush here and throw good shots. Comes in high as Gonzalez. But it's a makeable spare. 6-10. And now.
They're just maximizing their scores.
Yeah. Luna Asano here. Comes in.
Nice shot.
Trips out the 10. Big shot for Roncalli. Now important mark here for Snyder. That needs to hook a little, and it does.
Wow.
It does.
I was holding my breath.
I think more than half that ball was hanging off the gutter, I think.
As Aerosmith once said, living on the edge.
Big spare, though. Big spare.
Oh,
Now, 7th frames. Boy, again, just an 8-pin lead for Snyder. They're down 13 in the match, though. Here is Lauren Candler. Or excuse me, this is Lacey Butler for Snyder. Lauren Candler will be bowling for Roncalli. And a washout for Snyder. A lot of bowling left, though.
Oh! Big double. Yeah, big time double.
Jump around, says Roncalli. Oh, almost made the spare for Butler. Now, all the momentum. Again, it's amazing how you have momentum shifts here.
Oh, yeah. You just got to be able to figure out how you can control it and keep it on your side rather than giving it to the opponent.
Well, Roncalli takes the lead back in the game. They're already ahead in the match. In huge frame right now for Snyder. It's do or die here in the 8th frame. And Olivia Peak.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, just a little bit of pressure, right? Left lane here, 8th frame. Comes in light, 1, 2, 4. Well, Snyder's got to fill frames, and they're going to need a little bit of help here.
Yeah,
for
with
Roncalli.
strikes, you're going to need help. Yep.
Alyssa Nybert here for Roncalli. Comes in
Oh,
light. Oh! Take that, she says.
Wow, what action there. Snyder couldn't get the 7 out, but Roncalli does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, port and spare here for Snyder. Hook a little? Yes, it does. There we go. Now, 9th frames here.
Yeah, I
But
don't think
Roncalli-
Snyder's going to do it with spares. They're going to need strikes
Oh, yeah.
and help.
Yeah, 9th frames here. Winner will take on Evansville North in our championship match. Now, Corby Smock here, 4th in the 9th frame here, working on a spare.
Wow.
What pressure,
That was
she
beautiful.
says. What
Yeah,
pressure.
no doubter there.
She has been solid all
Wow.
day today. And now, stepping up here, Sarah Hoffman for Roncalli, working on a 3-bagger here, frames 6 through 8. She could almost seal the deal here. That needs to hook. 2, 4, 5, 7.
That's about 6 more than I thought.
Boy, what really hurts too is the pin count.
Yeah,
right
it
on the
does.
strikes. Now, if I'm Tori, Crystal, do you wait? Let her fill this frame before I throw my first shot in the 10th.
Oh, absolutely. Just because when you're kind of the underdog, you want to know what you have to get to be able to make sure that you can step up and do the job. And that's just what I thought when I was an anchor. And so I always was like, okay, let me put the pressure on them.
Well, here, Tori, the anchor player for Snyder, all the pressure here, 10th frame. Looks great off her hand, comes in light. Oh, 2-5. Boy, it looked good off her hand, Mike.
Yeah, a lot of ball speed it looked like. Maybe just a little too much, but right on line. She gave it a shot.
180 max score for Snyder. And that will wrap it up for Roncalli. There's their ticket into the championship match.
Roncalli able to make the big shots when they needed them.
Yeah,
You're right, Mike.
absolutely.
You look at the back half of that game, and they've been solid. Strikes in 4 of those 5 frames.
Yeah, what a finish.
What a season for the girls from Fort Wayne Snyder. Unbelievable year for them. And like you said, Mike, they had a huge game in game number 12, shooting 246 to climb their way in to this top 3.
I think we can fast forward to about 12 months, and we'll probably see them standing right here again. So, yeah, and they'll use this as a stepping stone. So, great season for Fort Wayne Snyder.
Absolutely.
179 your final score, and you can see the emotions on the face of the players, Crystal. As you know, it's tough when your career in that specific time of your life, whether it's high school or college, comes to a close.
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, I was able to end my college career on a national championship. I joke around with people, and because we bowled ITCs, and we came second, so I know what it feels like when that ends, but I joke around and I say, well, I was an NCAA bowler, and so people laugh at that all the time, but like, fortunately, I had such a great career in college that I really couldn't dwell on the things that had just happened or the losses that I had taken, but it stinks. I mean, as a competitor, I'm like, yeah, like, I want to beat them. Like, I want to be the winner. But also, like, now looking at these girls, I'm like, it stinks seeing when people don't get their dreams to come true necessarily. But, I mean, that's what the future holds. If you put in the work, then it should come true.
Well, threes are wild for Roncalli. They shoot 333 to defeat Snyder 304. They'll advance to take on Evansville North in our championship match. Crystal, thanks for joining us here in our broadcast for our semifinal match. Best of luck in the upcoming season.
Thank you very much.
All right, when we come back, we'll have the championship match here between Roncalli and Evansville North right after this, right here on Savage Bowling TV.
All right, welcome back, and we're about ready to start the championship match for the Doty Cup for the girls' championship, and we're with Evansville North. First of all, let me go to Coach Goins. Coach Goins, you guys have had a long break today between now and the title match. What'd you tell the girls?
Well, we knew from last year that would be tough. The call that we faced last year had to sit, and it looked like that affected them a little bit. So we tried to stay loose. We went and stretched before the boys' finals match, and it's just going to come down to who makes the most spares, and yeah, we're excited.
All right, well, great job.
Yep.
Good luck in this last match.
Thanks.
All right, let me go to Jessica Sissons. Jessica, so you've had a long break. You've been practicing a little bit, ready to go. So what's next to the championship match? What are you looking to do?
We're hoping to take it all. We're hoping to do it 2 years back to back. We're really relying on our teamwork, dedication, and we have a communication throughout our team, which will be nice to go up there and talk back and forth. But it's really fun to bowl with these girls, and I'm really excited.
Good deal. Good job, Jessica. Best of luck. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the championship match for the girls' championship.
All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here on Savage Bowling TV, bringing you all the action here from the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. And now the girls' final match about to take place here between the Royals from Roncalli against the Huskies from Evansville North. And Evansville North, your #1 seed. Love the interview there from Jessica Sisson. Really confident. You got to like what you see there.
No, and it sounds like they had a plan for the long break between. Coach was saying, hey, we watched it last year and we saw the effect it had on the other teams and DeKalb, I believe. And, I think from the players to the coaches, they seem to have a good game plan.
Now, John and Nikki Bowery, the coaches for Roncalli, they shot 333 in their first match in the semifinals to get to this title match. You got to think that there's going to need to be more than that. What are they telling their kids here as they prepare themselves here for the title?
Yeah, I think but if you think about it, I think the semifinal match with the Royals of Roncalli, they had that turkey, that 3 in a row there late in the second game that propelled them and basically it locked it up for them. The game was over. They shut them out to finish them off. So I think we haven't seen a lot of that. A team going out there and taking it, and they did. So I think the Bowerleys know pretty well of how to coach the kids, and they've experienced it and experienced their own games, and so I think they're going to have the Royals ready.
We talked about it too. They're a fairly young team. I think they return almost 80% of their roster. I think they have 2 seniors on their team right now. So obviously the Bowerleys building something quite special at Roncalli. Can they cap the season off with the title? We'll find out. But Evansville North, you got to feel like, they sat for a little bit longer than others, right, being that #1 seed. But as you always know from your career as a professional bowler, you like being up top when it comes to
you'd much rather have an automatic guarantee you're playing for the championship. So no matter what happens, if it's a bad break or whatever. But so now they're in the championship match. Now it's yours to take. So and being the leader, you got to go for it.
All right. Our match about to take place. Practice done here in just a few seconds. And Mr. Gerard Kelly will send us off here, our MC for the weekend here.
All right, here we go. The girls' finals. 144 will be the #1 seed, Evansville North Huskies, looking for back-to-back championships. And 45, the Roncalli Royals.
All right, your lineups here for the Royals from Roncalli. Bowling first is Allie Luna Asano. Second is Lauren Candler. Third is Alyssa Nybert. Fourth is Sarah Hoffman. And your anchor, Allison Holden. And a point that Mr. Kelly just made that we didn't really talk about, Evansville North looking for back-to-back state titles. That hasn't been done in 20-plus years here in the state of Indiana. Their lineup is bowling off first is Elora Vukovic. Second is Madison Hart. Third is Caitlin Warren. Fourth is Jessica Sisson. And their anchor bowler, Isabella Davenport. So Evansville North starting on the left lane, lane 44. Again, pretty amazing though, Mike. Bowling for a back-to-back state title. That's so hard to do.
It is, with the rosters that change from, kids that age out or graduate out and getting new players in. Yeah, to be able to come here and then actually do it. It's one thing to have the roster to be successful. It's another thing for them to do it.
Here's the most amazing thing is they only have one senior on this lineup, and that is Jessica Sisson, their fourth bowler. First shot of the match here for the Huskies. Elora Vukovic comes in light pocket and leaves the 3-5. What is that?
No, that's a 5-8-10.
5-8-10, yeah. We're off to an angle.
Yes, yeah, we are.
I need to look at your monitor, Scott.
4 lanes over, yeah.
Now leading off is Allie Luna Asano with a strike, and Roncalli starting right where they left off in that semifinal match, Mike.
Do you remember Allie's first frame in the semifinal?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and she come back with a total addition of 10 to that. She struck this time. What a great shot to lead it off. And a bad break for Jessica for hitting the pocket, leaving a 5-8-10.
And she misses all of them. And
we've seen spares are really important today, and pin count for that matter.
Filling frames has been huge. And that really, to me, Mike, determined that semifinal match, because Snyder, unbelievable year, right?
They
undefeated
really did. Yeah.
Coming into the season, and they struggled filling frames. Now, there's a shot there from Madison Hart, coming in just a little heavy, leaving the 4-7. Get to know here some of the girls from Evansville North looking for back-to-back state titles. And a kind of a flat 10 there from Lauren Candler.
That was a good run, though, for a double there to start the championship match.
Oh, and an open frame for Evansville North. But, Mike, they have their lineup consists of 2 freshmen, 2 junior, and a senior for the Huskies from Evansville North. That's impressive. Now Lauren Candler. Boy, how big would this be to start out with back-to-back marks when your opponent opens both frames?
Beautiful spare. Roncalli Royals seem to be loose starting out. Nice and relaxed, having fun. It's been a long day sitting there waiting for Evansville North Huskies.
But you get 10 minutes of practice on the pair, right? And you're getting, there's a great strike there for
that's a one.
Caitlin Warren. Yep. But you're also warming up off to the side,
No, you can do that.
Right?
Exactly.
So
but it's hard to start and stop. You've got to plan your time out. You know, and they had a good plan for that. Coach Goins was very solid on that.
Coming in light. Oh,
that's a big break. Yeah, that 7-pin going out makes that spare much easier. Just a 2.
Just a 2-pin for Alyssa Nybert. Oh, wow, I thought she made that.
So did she, yeah. She thought she was right on that. Certainly thought it was going to finish off, and it couldn't have been by very much.
Now the senior for Evansville North, Jessica Sisson here. Boy, a very confident interview with you before this match took place.
Yeah, Jessica knew what she was going to say and do. Here's the shot.
Oh, wow. And it backs it up, right?
It relates right to the lane. That's a double. Big shot.
Yeah, she backed up. What she said she was going to do.
Yep.
Now, the Royals, Sarah Hoffman comes in light, leaving the bucket. And now all of a sudden, after back-to-back opens to start the game for North, a little momentum shift.
Kind of back to what Crystal Elliott said, in the momentum switch, and here we are in another one.
Yeah. Of course, Crystal, wonderful career in college, bowling for Jacksonville State. Who happens to be coached by Stephanie and now I'm going to forget their last name, but
Shannon
O'Keefe and Brian O'Keefe, Hall of Fame coaches, and Shannon O'Keefe, a Hall of Fame bowler now, just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame. Oh, great shot there. Back-to-back strikes. So Crystal knows a thing or two about team bowling here from the Baker standpoint. And a great shot there by your anchor bowler for the Royals, Allison Holden.
The battle is on.
Yeah.
It was great listening to Crystal Elliott. Great young player, and she's got a good head on her shoulders and headed for a good career, it sounds like.
Now, back to the top of the order for the Huskies, and Elora Vukovic comes in light, leaving just the 1-2. And now Allie Luna Asano here. Struck her first time. Comes in light. Oh, 4-5. Bad break there.
Yeah, gave it a run. Thought she had a chance there. Just slid just a little light. Got to make that ball fit right between them.
That needs to hook, and it does. Just wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait for it. It got there. And now Allie here trying to convert the 4-5. Ooh.
I thought that was going to come all across. You know, bowling's a game of fractions of inches.
It's amazing. And now the Huskies. Top.
Roll it out. No.
Nope. Tried to go Brooklyn here in the 7th.
Roll it out.
But a 9-pin spare conversion for Madison Hart. And now that'll bring back up Lauren Candler. She pulled that one across. Not an easy spare. The pin count doesn't hurt you as they were working on an open frame. And now Madison Hart with the spare in the 7th. Well, if you look at this game for the Huskies, their 3-4-5 bowlers, very solid.
Yeah, that was a big 3 in a row they threw there.
And that's a great turnaround for them here in the start of the back half of the game there with back-to-back marks. As Lauren Candler misses the spare, back-to-back opens now for the Royals. And it's just amazing how we talk about the ebb and flows of these matches. Just so many momentum shifts.
And it can be a solid 10-pin. It can be a missed spare. It could be a Brooklyn strike. You know, there's certain things that just turn things around.
Caitlin Warren with another strike. That's 2 for her this game.
Can they do it again with 3 in a row here?
One of the more experienced players, a junior for the Huskies, and now back to the Royals. Oh, great shot there in the 8th frame for Alyssa Nybert, leaving the solid 10.
Just not getting that 10-pin out. Good shot.
Well, fans, stick around with us tomorrow. We'll be back here in Royal Pin Expo for the singles portion of the state championships. Always a fun time to watch.
Oh, hang on there, yeah.
We've had some exciting matches in those single matches.
Some good
scores. A little bit different,
everything.
too. We're going to have the girls and boys bowling together. And so we're going to have a lot of action tomorrow. Join us on Savage Bowling TV for that. We look forward to bringing you all of the Indiana High School bowling state action here from the state of Indiana. And now Jessica Sisson comes in light. Oh, 7-pin.
Gave it a chance.
But a good shot.
Yeah, gave it a chance.
Important to fill the frame now. Now Roncalli looking to get back on that strike train here in the 9th. And Sarah Hoffman up on the approach. Oh, it hits it. Come on. No. Come on, 10-pin.
10-pin has not been helpful for Roncalli. Good shot.
Both players leaving corner pins here in the 9th. And Jessica gets it. Oh, open frame for Roncalli. 152 in the 8th for the Huskies of Evansville North. Now 133 in the 9th. So roughly almost a 40-pin lead here for Evansville North.
Yeah, that 3 in a row there, riding that 3 in a row there.
All right, Isabella Davenport here in the 10th frame. She comes in light. Oh, wow.
Bad break, yeah.
4, 5, 7.
Looks like she caught more of the head pin on that to leave that, but tough spare, but same thing, you got to make that ball fit right between the 4 and the 5.
Now, Allison Holden can cut into that deficit maybe here. Comes in high, leaving the 6-10. Now, if you're Roncalli, you're staring at a potential open frame here for Evansville North. Important now for Allison Holden to pick up her 6-10, and that is an open frame for Evansville North. Oh, and right after her, Holden misses. So we got a 177 for Evansville and a 141 for Roncalli. They're down 36 heading into game number 2. We'll be back with the conclusion of our girls state championship match right here on Savage Bowling TV right after this. All right, here we go. Welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. Royal Pin Expo here in Indianapolis hosting. And what a wonderful job they've done here this morning with all of the team portion. We'll be back tomorrow with the singles. 11:30 a.m. We should be taking the air. But now back for game number 2. And oh, what a start for the Royals. Alia Lunasano with a strike. And, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes. Is they're down 36. They need them.
They need to get it early to put some pressure on Evansville North to let them know they're still there.
And now Elora Vukovic coming in light. Come on, 5-pin. Take out the 7. It doesn't.
Boy, we've seen that hit a lot today.
You're right. A lot of 7-pins here for the right-handers.
Yeah.
Especially on the girls' side.
You know, one consistent thing we've kind of seen today is this second game of the match, somebody's going to make an adjustment there to really make this go either to the title or to the advancement. So who's it going to be?
Oh, and Elora misses the 7-pin. I wonder, too, Mike, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm really curious to know. It seems like more of the higher scores have come off that left lane here recently.
Oh, I'll agree with you. I agree.
And now
I think part of it's the carry.
Yeah, Roncalli now finds himself on that lane, but they're down 36 coming into this game.
Oh, that's a huge hole in that lead.
Uh-oh. Mike, that's going to cut that lead down to 15 pins.
Yeah, that was a huge shot.
Big shot here.
Oh, what a return, yeah.
Big shot for Madison Hart.
Yeah, great job to send the message back.
Now you almost have to think, hey, take your best shot if you're, the Huskies. Take their best shot, but just stay within. Now,
that was a big shot.
Alyssa Nybert here for the Royals. My! I don't know what's going on. That left lane. Lots of strikes. Boy, and the crowd going nuts, too. You got to love it.
Yeah.
Now, big shot here for Caitlin Warren and the Huskies. Oh, come on, 10-pin. Great shot for her.
Now, that was a great shot.
Now important to make this spare,
It is, yeah, because now it's gotten real tight. What a great shot. Everybody's starting to play dangerously close to that channel, though. Have you
Yeah.
noticed that?
Oh, that needs some help. Oh, and she misses open frame. Right, just like that, Mike. Roncalli has taken the lead in the match.
Yeah. Yeah, in 3 frames. That 36 pins went away fast.
Light 2-4-5 for Sarah Hoffman. And too, if you're the coaches, you're getting excited too. But
Yeah.
you gotta be calm and cool and
Yep.
collected here. Jessica Sisson, Brooklyn, no 9 pin. Now it's important for, in the Huskies' point of view, the older, more experienced players who've been here before, kind of right
calm it
the
down.
ship, right?
What a big spare by Roncalli there. That 2-4-5 is not an easy one.
And we know how challenging spares have been all day.
All day.
Now, important for Jessica Sisson to match that spare, and she does.
Yep, she does.
So here we go. So we got 77 in the third for Roncalli, 37 in the third for Evansville North. That 36-pin lead the Huskies had now turns into a 4-pin deficit. Just like that. Now the anchor bowlers,
does not break it down.
Allison Holden coming in heavy, paying full penalty, Mike. That's 6-7-10. Now I think it's a point where it's important to get pin count here. But you, on the other hand, will be like, go for it.
I'm thinking go for it, but
All right.
I know what you mean. It's one of those, it's a tough call.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like, do you play the percentages? How hard of a spare is that or split is that to make? Obviously, it is makeable compared to others. That's got a chance.
That was a pretty good run.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't mind now on that chance. You don't mind getting one instead too, right?
That was an exciting one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was a great attempt.
Now you're looking at the 3-9 here for.
Not an easy spare.
No, for Isabella Davenport. She's got to hook it in there.
Oh.
Wow! I thought she made
she
it.
was there too. I agree. Bad break.
Back-to-back open frames now for both teams here. 102-64 your score. And 38-pin lead. Mike, this is just a 2-pin match right now. 5 frames to go. Allie Luna Asano, she comes in high, leaving
Broke
the
it down.
6-10.
Yeah, broke it down.
Yeah. Now, Evansville finds himself down 2.
Here we are in that last 5 frames.
Here we go. Elora Vukovic here leading off for the Huskies. Comes in light. Oh, good shot.
Yeah, I gave it a good chance.
6-pin, or excuse me, 4-pin. Both players with makeable spares. That's got a slide, and she misses. Open door now for the Huskies.
Yep.
To come right back and take the lead. Again, we talked about it earlier, the momentum shifts of these matches are just unbelievable. Elora, and she misses the 4-pin.
4 frames to go. It's
Still.
anybody's match.
Still now, it's a 37-pin lead in this game for the Royals from Roncalli. 1-pin lead in the match for Roncalli. 4 frames to go. That's coming cross to head pin, 3 count. Boy, here's another tough spare for the Royals. Lauren Candler going to have to try to make something happen here. Oh, my goodness. That ball came from nowhere and almost struck.
That's what I mean. We've been seeing some close ones out there. That was a good shot. Boy, it certainly was in the zone to strike when it hit the pins.
Madison Hart with a 7-pin. Now important for her. She's got a much more makeable spare than what Lauren has. Oh! Pin came off the wall and took out the 10. Take that, she says, right?
What a great spare.
Yeah. And now, and Madison Hart comes right back and makes the spare. I love it, Mike. I love it.
That 1-pin lead still exists.
Oh, what a match.
But now we're on spares, so we got to watch our count.
Yeah,
here.
pin count going to be huge here now.
3 frames to go.
8th frame
for the Doty Cup.
Alyssa Nybert. State title on the line here. Oh, great shot. Solid 10.
Yeah.
Now,
that deserved a strike. That was a good shot. Good shot.
What can Caitlin Warren do here for the junior for Evansville North. Been here before. Oh, and she strikes. Wow. They take the lead. This is a tie game right now, Mike. With a mark here from Lauren Candler.
Oh,
and
nice
she makes
spare.
it. We have a tie game, Mike, with 2 frames left.
One big difference, though. That's that strike in the 8th frame.
Hey, we're getting paid to do this, Mike. We're getting paid to do this. Well, I think we are.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure I want to shoot a corner pin for a state title.
What drama we have here. Who's going to go first? Neither player.
It's like we've called a timeout.
Yeah. Sarah Hoffman getting some instruction from Coach John Bowerly. And Jessica Sisson, the more experienced player, she's kind of holding tight right here. The only senior here for the Huskies. And now Sarah Hoffman.
Oh, wasting no time.
9th frame. She gets right up there and goes. That's got a hook. It's hooking, Mike.
Oh! What a shot.
What a strike in the 9th. Oh, listen to the crowd, Mike. Listen to the crowd.
I think as much as the team as the crowd.
Now,
what a shot.
Now, Jessica Sisson, she's got to control her nerves here. She could take the lead. With a strike here in the 9th. It's going Brooklyn.
Okay.
Oh, hey, only a 2-pin. Or 3-pin, excuse me.
The destiny is held by Roncalli.
It is.
They've got the strike up in the 9th.
It is. We have an opportunity here, though, Mike, for a tie match. First, the important part right here is Jessica makes the spare here. My, what pressure.
Yep.
Solid spare.
Oh,
here we go.
Roncalli's going to lead it off.
Here we go. Allison Holden. She can win the title right here. Roncalli controls the destiny. It's down to the anchor bowlers, Isabella Davenport. And now, Allison Holden. What can she do? 10th frame. Comes in live. Oh! And the crowd goes nuts. She doubles in the 10th. It's not over yet,
No, it
Mike.
is not.
It is not over yet.
Evansville North needs one here, needs the first one.
All right, Isabella Davenport, she's got to strike on this ball, Mike.
Yep.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Oh, gets it.
Oh, wow, we are seeing some great bowling here, Mike. Now back.
Oh, she's already gone. She's already thrown it. Look at this.
Allison Holden comes in. Oh, and that'll do it! Can you believe it?
Well, do we have to keep it on the lane? Because they're playing out there.
Yeah, she's got to keep it on the lanes. All she's got to do, Mike. Any pin count here.
She takes no time. I mean, you talk about knowing what you're going to do.
Oh, my, and Isabella. Wow, what a finish. She's got to keep it on the lane. That's all I think she's got to do. 163, the final score, 36 pin.
Oh, that was hanging.
Woo!
205.
That is a 346 total, Mike.
Yep. Going to be short, couple pins short.
163, 340. That is it. Roncalli has won the state championship. Roncalli is your state champion.
Yeah. By 8 pins.
338, 346, 8 pins. The Royals from Roncalli upset the defending state champion Evansville North Huskies. What a championship match, Mike.
Doty Cup winners. Wow. What a finish.
Unbelievable. Even the girls from Evansville North, the coaches, they didn't even know the current situation. That's how close it was.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. What a great match to watch.
Congratulations.
How exciting. So, Royals from Roncalli, 346, Evansville North, 338. When we come back, Mike, you're going to be laneside with the victors here from Expo Bowl, Indiana High School Bowling State Championships, right here on Savage Bowling TV. Back right after this.
Welcome back. State champions, Doty Cup winners, Roncalli Royals. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Champions. John Bowerly, the coach. John, I don't know what you did, but the girls performed unbelievably. Great job. How do you feel?
Oh, it's amazing. Seeing them progress throughout the year, it's hard to put into words. I'm really proud, all of them. We were down significantly that first game, so we had a talk. I said, you guys have to get off to a good start, and they did it. They got off to a 3-bagger, and then they finished it up. So it was awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations, great job.
Thank you.
Let's talk to the anchor bowler, Allison.
Yes, Allison.
You know, we were watching, and we knew what you needed to do, but before we could look up, you were already gone and throwing a ball. What do you think about when you get up on the approach?
I just don't like to wait. I just want to go and get it over with.
Well, no, it's perfect. Get it over.
I don't really think about anything.
Wow, that was awesome. Well, you hit your targets. You got a lot of strikes. How's it feel to be the state champion?
It feels great.
All right, we've got the state champions, Doty Cup winners, the Roncalli Royals. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back here as we wrap things up from Royal Pin Expo here at the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships, the team event portion of that. Wow, what an exciting match between Roncalli and Evansville North. Really, you hate to see anybody lose, but what a clutch performance there by Allison Holden there in the 10th frame.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Goins and Evansville North, you know, they almost won back-to-back, which is unheard of in the state of Indiana in the girls' championships. But to watch the Royals, Coach Bowerly and his team, I mean, Allison, I mean, we were watching, and she's already gone. I mean, she was so fast, and just, I don't think, well, you know what? You think you get your pre-shot routine, and she made the shots, just to make them and to carry, to win the championship. Oh, my gosh, what a storybook. That's a dream right there.
Well, you see the emotions from the players, and it's a lot of work that goes on into an entire season here, and to be able to cap that work off with a state title, you got to feel happy for John and Nikki Bowerly too as well.
Oh, you do, and hopefully Roncalli celebrates with their champions, because they're well deserved and unbelievable. And I choked up just watching it.
Well, that'll wrap things up from here from Royal Pin Expo. We'll be back tomorrow to broadcast the singles portion of the state championships on both the boys and the girls side. So a lot of bowling action is still left here. But, Mike, I want to thank you for hanging out with us, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow.
Yeah,
too,
looking forward to it.
All right, that concludes our action for today. Your champion again on the girls' side, the Royals from Roncalli. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast here of the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships on Savage Bowling TV. We'll see you next time here from Royal Pin Expo tomorrow. So long, everyone.